Hey everybody, I wanted to make this brief video to explain how you get into MyLab. And so what I'm going to show you is our home page, which you can get at through My Courses in your MyOakton account. Uh, and this is our home page that we're on. This is where you should start. And then to get to MyLab, we're going to go under Content. And we are going to, if you look at the second tab down, there's something called MyLab Intro to Business Student Links. That has all the links to get into the MyLab site. We're only going to be primarily interested in a couple of these, and I'm sorry I haven't figured out exactly how to get rid of these yet. I wish I did, but that's what I've got right now. So you can get at the course homepage by clicking on this tab, MyLab Intro to Business Course Home. Okay. You can get at the directly to the e-text through this tab called MyLab Intro to Business Pearson e-text. Okay, that's where we're going to find our text. And again, you've already paid for this. You do not need to pay for anything again. You should be able to just get in there. And then also you can look at the assignments, which is where the quizzes are. Okay, so looking at the home page real quickly, it will look like this. We'll just give it a second to open. And let me give you, I'm actually in the wrong view here. So I'm looking, this is what you'll see. Okay, so you'll see a calendar and some announcements, which I won't have a lot of announcements in here basically, but there will be some, okay? And this allows you to get, see what's coming up as it relates to MyLab activities, okay? Um, then the quizzes that I mentioned are listed here. You can access the quizzes through here as well. Current assignments are basically coming up in the next 2 weeks, so pay close attention to the dates. And explain a little bit about the quizzes when you take them. They're 10 multiple choice questions. You have, I believe, 30 minutes to get the quiz done. You are more than welcome to go back and refer to the text and look for answers through the text or through your notes or whatever you have. Either case, you're welcome to use that while you take the quiz. You can't pause the quiz, and once it's done, it's done. That's just the way it's set up. Okay. And by the way, that's how our tests are set up as well. So I think that's why I did it that way. Now you might say, well, the quizzes are worth a pretty good chunk of your grade. But the other benefit you get out of them is what if you go through the quizzes and do them and really understand how you did. I think you're going to be preparing very well for the actual tests, the two tests that we have in D2L. They're very similar types of questions, and it's a good if you want to call it a study guide. I think it's a good way to prepare for the tests themselves. Um, the other thing too is you will have access to the answers and explanation as to what the answers were, but not until the test quiz deadline is over. You have to go past the quiz deadline, and then you can go back to MyLab and see which ones you got right, which ones you got wrong. Okay, so that's that. Now to get, if I go backwards here a little bit, I'm going to, oops, I gotta go backwards more than that. Excuse me, this is a little bit hard to read. We gotta go back to our course. Okay, all right. Um, and then to get at the e-text, we will go to this tab, MyLab Intro to Business e-text. We continue in a new window, and we will have access to the text. Okay. Now, there's a couple of nice features about this that are better than when you actually you read the paper version of it. You can look at a table of contents. You can look up specific things. You can do searches for content as well, and that can be helpful when you're doing some of the study material. Um, so those are very helpful things to look at. And then within the text itself, there's a couple of nice features. If I can get to a page where I'm gonna just kind of go fast here through it. But yeah, let me try a different approach here. There's a lot of introductory text. You don't have to read that. It won't be in a test or anything. Okay, so um, uh, yeah, pick the wrong time to be a little slow, but when you read through it, there's also interactive links, which are very helpful as well. Um, and so I apologize for this. I'm going to scroll down a bit. Okay. But anyway, those interactive links are helpful as well to help you understand terms, help you understand concepts. Um, and I think the text I think is very well written and it's pretty easy to read. It's a lot of concepts, so I strongly encourage you when you are reading the text itself, take notes for yourself. It's a really, really valuable exercise. Some people like doing the highlighting thing. That obviously we can't do that in an e-text, but you take notes for yourself. I think that'll really help you. And if you want to structure how you take your notes, I've got a suggestion to look at the objectives of the particular uh, chapter, look at what objectives there are, and then use that as kind of the header to help you understand how to take notes, okay? So there's videos embedded and all kinds of things. So it's actually a really nice text. Okay, if you have any questions about it, don't hesitate to let me know. This concludes this video.